How do video games work? You may think video games are as simple as storing data and inputting it onto a screen. Well, it kinda is. But trust me, it's not. Let's say you die in a game. How does the game cartridge go back in time but still save your progress? And what about online games? On that same cartridge that ran the game, how does it connect you with other people in the world? Simple. First, let's look at game discs. There are two things called pits and lands. The pits are microscopic. Wait, that's getting a little too personal. The pits are microscopic indentations, and the non-indented spaces between them are called lands. But how is this then transferred onto a screen? To be honest, I don't even know. Well, when the disc is inserted into whatever console you are using, there's a laser that is then shown onto the reflective surface of the disc to read the pattern of the pits and lands. The pits and lands represent 0s and 1 bits, which are used for data reading. These pits and lands have the game data and music used for certain parts, levels, game title, etc. all stored into them. The laser reads all the data and shoves it into RAM. Please subscribe, thanks. Random access memory, where the console can finally use the data. So now whenever you die, gain checkpoints, a cutscene plays, or anything happens, the data on the RAM file is saved. That's why if you were to put Super Mario Bros. Wii into the Wii U and 100% it, the data only stores on the console and not the disc. Therefore, if you were to put that same disc into a different console, since there is no data stored on the console, you have to start over again. Game discs done. Now let's look at game cartridges. You've seen these before, whether it's on the Nintendo Switch, 3DS, and I can't think of any more. Anyways, these cartridges have all of their data stored on chips. The barbecue ones. These chips are then mounted onto a teensy tiny circuit board with connector strips on it. The game system, aka the Nintendo Switch, 3DS, etc., has a reader that takes these connecting strips and connects it into this console. It's like two loving humans. It's like a big circuit board. Just like before with the disc, the readers then store this data onto a RAM file in the game system. Cartridges done. Now it's time for online games. When someone plays an online game, their device sends a signal to the nearest server hosted by the game developer. If you've ever tried to make a Minecraft server, it's asked for your IP address. This is so that it can create the central server for anyone to connect to and join. If you have any more questions, put them down in the comments. Goodbye.